Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out Hedera. And I believe in the previous video we were right in here, and the idea was this is quite a strong move down, which is not a good sign, and especially when you compare this move to this move on the upside. It seems like in this phase bears do have quite a bit of power. That's why I said we need to be a bit careful, because there's a good chance we are going to continue this move down in order to take the lowest low down here about 18.5 cents, and that pretty much played out. Question is, can we argue our move down is over already? In my opinion, you are kind of able to argue that. However, from my point of view, it's kind of too soon to jump into that kind of bullish conclusions. I think right now we need to take everything step by step, and in the interest of that, I believe there's a very good chance this is 1, 2, another move up into wave 3, probably to about here, or maybe here, not important, correction for 4, and yet another 5 wave down into wave 5. And what happens after that, you know the answer if you are a regular viewer. We are going to have some sort of a move up. Now pay attention, this short-term bounce seems a lot like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Well, if this is the case, and I think it might actually be the case, it means this is just the beginning of some sort of a move up. So what can we say about the short-term price action? I believe this move down might continue a little bit more, but generally before we take this low, there's a very good chance we're going to get yet another move on the upside. However, this is kind of predictable and it doesn't really solve anything for us. I think we need to pay full attention to what is going to happen specifically from this point moving forward. Why? Because if we get a consolidation pattern and yet another move up, well, okay, at that point on a higher degree you are absolutely able to find a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is a great sign suggesting maybe the final low in Hedera is in. On the other hand, what you do not want to see is from here a very strong move down, maybe a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, without a lot of overlapping of the waves in order to take this low. Why? Because at that point we're gonna say, you know what, probably this is an ABC zigzag, and it means unfortunately our move down in Hedera is not over yet. So for the short term, if you care about what is happening in here, I think we are going to do something like this, but this is kind of predictable. You need to pay full attention to what is going to happen starting from here. Now, if you do not care about the short-term price action, and for example, it's not really important for you what is going to happen in the next couple of days, may I suggest to just wait a little bit more and see a very strong move up either from here or maybe from a below, not important, in order to take this important high about 21 cents. Why is this so important for us? Because if we do go up from the current point and take this high, at that point finding a 5 wave from here to about this low is going to be extremely challenging, and it means, well, okay, this is overall a correction structure and our move up most likely is not over, and from here you can expect a continuation of the uptrend in order to take the highest side for the first target about 23 cents. But at that point I think we might go quite a bit higher, because if this bullish scenario is happening, odds are the next phase up is going to be into a wave 3, and what is one very important characteristic of that, you know it, being quite a strong and sharp move on the upside. So in the short term, in HBAR, I think we're going to do something like this, and you need to pay attention to what is happening in here. On the other hand, overall, if you do not care about what's going to happen in this area, just wait a bit more and see a move up in order to take this side, and at that point you can be bullish with much more confidence. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Hedera's chart. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.